Tony Stark, known to the world as Iron Man, had completed his greatest sacrifice, carrying the missile through a black hole to save Earth. However, instead of finding himself in the void of space, he felt the fabric of reality warping and twisting around him. Everything shimmered and swirled as if he were passing through a kaleidoscope of countless worlds and dimensions. Suddenly, his suit's sensors detected a change in the gravitational field, and Tony felt himself falling. He pierced through dense clouds and found himself in the snowy forests of Westeros, on Earth in the year 1999.
Great, it's freezing here too.
Tony muttered grimly as he lay in the snow.
No warm beaches or sunny shores. Only I could plan a trip this badly.
The cold was seeping into his suit, and after a few minutes, he realized he wouldn't last long in such harsh conditions. Deciding to take action, he activated the emergency evacuation system. The suit opened up, and Tony climbed out. Surveying his surroundings, he spotted a castle in the distance and, dragging the armor behind him, began heading in that direction. Halfway there, he noticed a group of warriors in black uniforms approaching him. Seeing a stranger in gleaming red armor, they tensed up and drew their swords. One of them shouted, "Who are you, and what is this devilish armor?" Tony, breathing heavily, raised his hands in a gesture of peace.
Hey, guys, take it easy. I'm Tony Stark, Iron Man. Looks like I got a bit lost.
The warriors eyed him suspiciously. One of them, taller and with black hair, stepped forward.
I'm Jon Snow. Why are you unarmed and dressed in such strange attire? Long story, Jon.
Tony replied, shivering from the cold.
Maybe we can find a warmer place to talk first, take him to the castle? I want to know where he's from and what he wants here,
Jon ordered. After Tony warmed up and regained his composure, Jon led him to his brother Bran, known as the Three-Eyed Raven. You, Tony Stark, are a descendant of House Stark. The blood of the ancient kings of the North flows through your veins, Bran began. Ancient legends speak of a powerful Stark family that ruled the North long before the fall of Valyria. One of your ancestors, Bran Stark, was known as Bran the Builder. He united many clans and built the wall to protect his lands from the threats of the long winter. Tony remained silent, processing the information, while Bran continued. However, when the War of the First Men came, many members of House Stark were forced into hiding. Bran had a twin brother, a very powerful mage. In the midst of the war, when it became clear that their position was hopeless, he used ancient magic passed down through generations to open a portal between worlds. With its help, he and Bran's family were able to escape to another world, leaving behind the destruction and death that threatened them. They founded a new home, and their descendants began to bear the name Stark. This is your family, Tony. The portal wasn't just a door. It allowed travel between worlds, but only those who bore the blood of House Stark could open it. Eventually, the location of the portal was forgotten forever. However, recently, while I was warding as a raven, my sight discovered this portal. It lies in the mountains, far beyond the wall, buried deep in the snow and ice, Bran concluded his tale. Upon learning from Bran about the portal's location, Tony immediately set out to find it. Activating his Iron Man system, he soared into the sky. Tony flew over the harsh landscapes of Westeros, seeing below him endless snowy plains and majestic mountains. He observed how towering cliffs and icy ravines created a truly rugged landscape. After a long journey, he finally arrived at the place where Bran had said the portal was located. Passing through the portal, Tony found himself in the nexus of all realities, feeling the energy of countless universes coursing through his body. In the depths of this space, he saw Yggdrasil, the world tree, immense and ancient, with roots and branches stretching into infinity, connecting various dimensions. At its center, he saw Loki, grinning with his usual sly smile.
Ah, Mr. Stark, Doomsday is coming.
Loki declared prophetically. Tony, rolling his eyes, replied,
Of course, it wouldn't be the same without you, Loki. Care for a drink?
Loki simply smiled enigmatically and vanished in a swirl of magic, leaving behind a multitude of questions and worries. Now, knowing about his heritage and Loki's warning, Tony was ready to return to his universe. Flying through the infinite worlds, he once again felt the space around him warp and twist. Bright flashes of light surrounded him once more. Finally, he returned home, feeling the familiar pull of Earth's gravity and seeing the recognizable cityscape. Returning to his world brought relief, but Loki's words still echoed in his mind.
Doomsday is coming,
he repeated to himself. Tony knew this was just the beginning of new challenges. He braced himself for the trials ahead, knowing that his path would be full of dangers and surprises. But he was ready for it, for he was Iron Man and the heir to the ancient House Stark from the mysterious world known as Westeros.